Former Maine lawyer and philanthropist was shot and killed at a senior living facility in Maryland over the weekend. Local police say they were called to Cogar Potomac Senior Living Saturday morning and found 87-year-old Robert Fuller Jr. inside an apartment, unresponsive with signs of head trauma. Officials say he died at the scene. They've not made any arrests as of this morning. In 2021, Fuller donated more than $1.6 million to fund improvements at Coney High School's alumni field complex. He was also a relative of Melvin Fuller, an Augusta native who was Chief Justice of the Supreme Court from 1888 to 1910.